Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So, after telling yesterday's story time about how this hacker dude that was messing with me got arrested, I started thinking about other times where I was live streaming and funny things have happened or crazy things have happened. And there's one thing that happened a long time ago, one thing that I haven't talked about yet, and I'm excited to tell it today. So, if you like this story, leave a like on the video and let's get into it. So, today's story time all starts off back in 2016. Now, at this point, I was streaming pretty much every day on Twitch. I would literally do a video and then go right to Twitch and go live. I was playing a bunch of CSGO at the time, and that was in my surfing CSGO era. So yeah, I was playing that pretty much every day on Twitch. And the streams were really fun. I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably in those streams if you've been watching since then. Pretty much all I would do is just go live and surf on CS and talk to the chat. And it was a good time, right? Well, around this time, I was still living in New York. I was not in LA yet. I was still a kid. I wasn't even an adult yet. I hadn't turned 18 yet. It was still a few months until my birthday, so yeah, I was 17. And just like any other day, I had just finished up working on a YouTube video, and I had uploaded it, and I went on Twitch, and I went live. And yeah, within 10 or 15 minutes, we probably had 500 people in the chat, and it was fun. I was having a good time. It was a good start to the stream. And everything was going good, right? Really nothing out of the ordinary. No weirdos in the chat, no hackers, you know what I mean? No one trying to dox me or create problems. Very fun, positive chat, right? Well, about an hour into the stream, I could hear footsteps above me at my house. Like I said earlier, I was still, 17, so I was living with my parents still. And I could hear footsteps above me, and that's normal usually because I lived in the basement at my mom's house. So it's I could just always hear footsteps. But it heard multiple footsteps. Usually I'd hear a couple footsteps and that'd be it, but it sounded like there was 5 people upstairs, which was odd because 5 people didn't even live in my house at the time. But I thought, okay, maybe my mom's just having company over or something, maybe it's some of her friends, whatever, right? And then I hear footsteps coming down the basement stairs. Now, because I knew someone was about to come into my room downstairs while I'm streaming, I shut my face cam off, I muted my mic, and a couple seconds later, my bedroom door swings open, and it's my mom. And she was like, hey, you gotta come upstairs right now. And I was like, I'm streaming. She's like, end it, come upstairs. So I had to go unmute my mic, turn on my face cam, and I was like, hey guys, I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta end stream for a minute. So I end stream, hop off stream, I go upstairs, and I walked up there to a sight that I did not expect. There's 3 cops in my kitchen, sitting there at the table. There's 2 more cops on my front porch. And immediately, I thought I got swatted. I literally just had the face of defeat. I thought this was because of my live stream. I looked over at my mom, and I was like, I think I got swatted again. She's like, no, it's not that. Someone tried to break in. And I was like, what? Somebody tried to break in? What are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, I heard some weird sounds on the window in the kitchen. I turn around, there's some homeless guy trying to break into our house. Keep in mind, I lived in a very, quiet, residential neighborhood, very far away from the city from where we were from. I lived in a suburb, and the city was probably 15 or 20 minutes away. So it was pretty uncommon to have homeless people in the area. If you went towards the city, yeah, you would see a lot of homeless people because it's the city and that's where the most population is. But to have homeless people out towards the suburbs was pretty odd because there was nothing out there at all usually. So I started freaking out after she tells me this because I'm thinking did he do something? Did he hurt anybody? And I asked her that, and my mom's like, no one got hurt. The cops came, they had him arrested before he could get in the house. It's all good. And I was like, wait, what happened? Tell me from start to finish what you saw. And she was like, I was in the kitchen, I was washing dishes, I heard a weird tapping sound on the window behind me, and I look, and it's this man trying to crank the window open. And obviously he's failing because it was locked. And then I freaked out, called 911, locked myself in the bedroom, and I waited for the cops to come here. I texted you, did you see it? And I was like, you texted me? And I looked down at my phone, and she was right. There was a text saying, lock your bedroom door. But all I'm thinking now after she says this is what if he got in? What if I never saw that text? Can you imagine if I was streaming, and I hear footsteps coming down the stairs, and some homeless guy just opens my bedroom door, and proceeds to skin me alive on stream or something? But anyway, yeah, she hid in the room. It was just me and her home at the time, and the cops arrested this guy. And we kind of learned pretty quickly that this guy was not trying to break in to hurt anybody. He was just very messed up on drugs. I could even see it when they detained him outside, in his face. He looked very, distraught and he didn't know what was going on. Probably a pretty good combination of drugs and mental illness. And yeah, those things obviously go hand in hand. So it was very, clear that he probably was just, confused. probably just wanted a place to sleep or maybe like find something to sell or something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he was trying to hurt anybody, but who's to say that he wouldn't? You know, like if he got into the house and made contact with me or my mom, it could have been really bad. So it's a good thing that she was there in the kitchen and saw him trying to get in, because it could have been way worse. The dude definitely had balls trying to break into my kitchen while my mom was in there. Like, he could see her. So yeah, I don't know. But the cops arrested him. We had to like talk to the cops for probably about 30 minutes to an hour after this and like give the story and make a report or whatever. And the dude got charged. You know, trying to break into a house regardless of the circumstances is very illegal. And especially when you're caught red-handed like that, like you're not getting out of it. So unfortunately for the homeless man, he did get charged for what he did. I remember after this happened, all of my neighbors came over like every day that week afterwards. Like literally anytime my mom was out of the house or like I was trying to work on a video or something, I'd get a knock on my front door and I'd have to go answer it. And I'd be thinking like, okay, like what's it going to be? And it would just be my neighbors. And they'd be like, Austin, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And they'd be like, okay, we're just making sure, like, you know, you're all right. Because, you know, a few days ago, that was really scary. And yeah, your boy basically became the baby of the neighborhood. Like, literally everyone was worried about me at all times. So they thought that, like, some guy was going to break in and hurt us or something. Which kind of scared me. I can't lie. Like, definitely had a few troublesome nights sleeping after this. Because I thought, like, some random homeless guy was just going to break in and, like, eat my face off. But luckily, this was really one of the only times that happened. Other than the first story I ever told on this channel called Murder in My Backyard. My mother's house has been pretty much unscathed from weird stuff like that. So yeah, if there's a moral to this story, and there is one, trust me, always lock your doors, lock your windows. If you're home alone, whether you got people over, I always lock my stuff out of habit, just because your boy doesn't want this happening ever again. But yeah, after this, I kind of just went back to life as normal. I kept streaming, kept making videos. I remember the next day when I went live on Twitch, somebody asked me like, yo, why'd you end so abruptly? And I didn't say the truth because I was like scared to talk about it so soon. I wanted to wait and like tell a story about it way later on, like now. So I was just like, oh, like something came up, family emergency. And I mean, that was the truth. It was definitely an emergency that involved my family. So yeah. But yeah, guys, after this, every time I streamed, I was definitely a little bit more paranoid and a little bit more on edge. But it all worked out. So guys, yeah, lock your doors, be safe, don't trust random people, don't let them into your homes. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys all later. Peace.
I be fully loaded, I be whipping foreign cars. Always stay devoted, mama knew I'd be a star. Now I'm steady flowing, feeling like I'm high as Mars. I'ma keep on going, I'ma always raise the bar. Told me I could not do it, looking at them all.